Hello, hello, and welcome. This is Debbie at craftiercreations.blogspot.com. I decided to pop in today really quick and just share a card I've been working on today, and I got the layout design and the inspiration from Liz Shannon, and I just thought, you know what, I'll pop in and share it with everybody. So the bundle I'm using is the Spotlight on Nature bundle, and it comes with this awesome set of dies, and they're all circles, different sizes, but they all kind of will coordinate together, which is really nice. So you have 1, 2, 4, 8, 12 dies, circle dies that come with it. And these are just, they've kind of been my go-to. They are really great. Now, I received this bundle actually when I went to Onstage back in March, and believe it or not, I have not done anything with it yet. But the reason I'm working with it now is because my monthly club peeps voted on this one. So for my monthly club, I give them a choice at the beginning, usually at the end of the month, prior to the next month coming, and then I let them vote on the bundle. And if you're interested in finding out about my monthly club, there'll be a link below. Just a little bit of a recap on it. It's $39.50 a month. You get the supplies to make 5 projects, 2 of each. Like I said, I let them vote on the bundle, and we have a private Facebook group that I share the PDF, and I always do a video every month, so you have the option to either use the PDF only, PDF and video, video only, however you want to do it. And if you were to join now, you would have, I think I've been doing it now 3 years this way, so you would have 3 years of videos and PDFs out there that you could get lots of inspiration from. And the nice thing about being in a monthly club is you get that monthly inspiration coming into you. So if you're kind of struggling on a month, then, you know, hopefully I help you get some more inspiration. Anyway, moving on, I want to show you what I've been working on. And like I said, I got the inspiration for this card layout from Liz Shannon. I'm just double checking to make sure I am going live. I am. And I've made a couple, well, I've made 3 here that I'm going to share with you. And this may or may not be one of the cards we're going to make for Monthly Club, but it's definitely the leaf from here. And we will probably make it just because I've fallen in love with this layout and how it all works. And I wanted to use some different colors on it just to show you how it works. And we're going to make one today also, and I'm going to use another different color. So when Liz shared hers, she had used the new basic beige color. I don't know if you guys have played with that color yet, if you have that color or not, but you want to get it. And it has a green undertone to it. So what I did is layered it with our Mossy Meadow, which really popped it out. So just to show you what this card looks like, and it's beautiful. It really, I was like, oh my gosh, very simple layout, but the card is just beautiful. And then I did some stamping and some blending on the inside there, as you can see. But I have been working with a little bit different color palette for this month because they're going to get some DSP included. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Usually every month you get $15 to $20 in product with your kit, and the $39.50 also includes shipping. And then if you stay for 6 consecutive months, on the 6th month, you'll get $20 to $25 in products sent in your box with you. I forgot those important details there. So I've been working with a specific pack of some DSP. It's the Regal section, a selection of inks, I think it is. Gosh, I'd have to look now. Now I can't even remember if it's, I'll tell you in just a second, what ink palette, because I'm working with that specific paper, so I was kind of pulling in that palette of inks at the same time. Yeah, oh, sorry, Brights. And I actually really wanted to work with the new in colors, but that DSP is unorderable right now and won't be back in until, I think it's July, the beginning of July. But anyway, so here's a couple others that I made here. This one is with the Coastal Cabana. You can see same layout, same concept, but what a difference in a card. And then I tried the Daffodil Delight, which I really liked this one. I thought this one turned out beautiful. I mean, the colors, and of course you could add more colors to it if you wanted, but I like the tone on tone, how they're all turning out. So what I thought we would try is Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin. That's a monthly club. Pumpkin Pie. I thought we would give that color a try and see how this one works out. So I have already pre-die cut my shapes here. And then I have my 2 pieces at 4 by 5 1/4. One's going to be for a layer here and one will be for the inside. And then I have my pumpkin pie. I almost said paper pumpkin again. My pumpkin pie Stampin' Blends because we're going to color the ribbon a little bit. And I've been using the basic rhinestones just as a little accent. And of course you could color those if you wanted to, but I've kind of left them as they are. Maybe we'll try coloring these just to see how they turn out. We'll see. Okay, so what we're going to do first, and this is just so simple, we're using and I'm going to go ahead and use the Thanks, the same thing I've been using. We're using the 2 accent pieces and then, of course, the leaf stamp. So what I found is, because the first couple I made, I wasn't doing it this way. I was stamping the leaf and decorating and then going back and stamping my phrase, and sometimes I didn't quite have room for my phrase. So I decided to start stamping my phrase wherever you want it. So there's our Thanks, which fits perfectly here the way we do this layout. And then now I changed up kind of, I went more by the layout that Liz had done, not necessarily how she stamped and did it. So I've kind of added my own little fling to it, I guess you could say. So I'm going to stamp the leaf once, and then I go a second and then a third over here. Just like that. So we're going to do the first, second, third generation stamping there. And then I took this little background guy. And at the same time, I'm bringing in one of these because this is going to be our inside piece. So we're going to do some decorating on the inside at the same time we're stamping. So I'm going to stamp that once, twice, 3 times, kind of like that. Just like that. And we're not done here. So we'll do some, we'll be doing stamping on both of them at the same time. So then I'm going to bring in this accent piece. Now, if you want, because you think it might be too dark, you can always do a little stamp off first and then kind of just go around like that. And that's kind of what I was doing with some of them, depending on the color. So there's that one. That's probably enough. And then we'll do the little, like splatter dots, I like to call it, which I've said many times. I think every set of stamps we have should have one of these, because these are just awesome to add a little extra something to it without doing a whole lot. Okay, so there we go. That is our stamping for this card. Isn't that easy peasy? Now I'm going to bring in a blending brush here. Let me see if I have one that has real red. I'm trying to find one that has pumpkin pie on it, and I don't think I have one. So we're just going to grab a new one here, because I try to label mine when I start using them, and I haven't used pumpkin pie in a while. As you can see, my stamp set looks kind of icky because I haven't used it in a while. Okay, and I'm going to, because this is pretty dark, I'm going to start off to the side here, and then I just go around the edge, just like that. Okay, that's our inside piece. Oh, heck, Debbie. I forgot to do one part, but you'll see in a minute. I was getting so excited about stamping the inside that I forgot to stamp the background piece. So I did some blending there. This piece, we need to do some stamping on here too. See, I got so excited. But there's no right or wrong in your order. So you're just going to ink up that leaf, and then we're just going to randomly start stamping. And you don't want them going all in the same direction. So keep that in mind as you're kind of moving your stamp around. Okay, so there's that. And then again, we'll go add some background to it with the little hash. It's kind of like the hashtag looking thing. And then we'll add some of our dots. Just like that. And we'll do the same thing here. And I went around the edges to soften it up. I love working with our blending brushes. So for me, that's kind of a go-to. If I'm doing like a random type stamping like this, I like to go add with a little bit of just simple blending there. Okay, so this is pretty much all our stamping that we've got going on. You could lay all three of these out, and we could have been doing it all at once, but Debbie wasn't paying attention, and we missed that part. Now all we're going to do is some assembling, but before we do that, let's pull in. So I'm using the Petal Pink and White ribbon, which is back in stock, and I'm going to cut a piece. Oh, I'm just guessing, because all I'm going to do is tie a little half knot. So we're going to just go with a piece about this big. Okay. And then I'm going to color it with the pumpkin pie, so I don't say paper pumpkin again. Oh, and my pumpkin pie blend, the brush tip has definitely been used. Looks like I need to get a new one. And I kind of went through my markers at one point looking to make sure what I needed to replace. But, you know, I don't care when it's like that, because you can still, like I'm doing here, you can still color, you know, ribbon. Now, I wouldn't be able to do any fine coloring with that tip, but I can certainly color the ribbon with it. And then you do want to flip it over, because, yes, it does bleed, but it doesn't get everything on the other side. Okay, so we've got that colored. Okay, just going to sit that over here. It'll dry for a minute, and then let's bring in some adhesive, and let's do some assembling. So we're going to put this, our die cut circle here that we stamped on, basically our focal point, right here in the center. And of course, when you're working with a circle, you don't really have to worry about it being straight as much, because you can adjust it, which is really nice. And then we'll bring in, this piece is going to go here. So let's go ahead and attach this. And we're just going to put that down right here, just like that. Now, I've been working for the past several months now. I leave my card base flat while I work with it. I don't fold it and burnish this until I'm done. And for me, it works really, really nice. It makes it much easier. You're not dealing with it trying to pop up because of that fold not being burnished really well. So I find it has just been really nice to leave it flat. You just have to pay attention when you flip to make sure you put your inside piece on the right side. And we will do that in a minute. Okay, so we have these two attached. Let's go ahead and put some dimensionals. Now, I'm using the big ones for this because it's such a big circle. Normally, I like to use the little ones, but I felt like with this one, it was much easier to add the big ones. And yes, I probably put more than most people. I like to have a lot of support under there. I hate for it to be saggy. That's what I always call it. You don't want to have a saggy card. So I tend to maybe overkill a little bit. I don't know. It never seems to be, but you could probably do less if you wanted. Never, there's no right or wrong. And then we're just going to pop this in the center. And real quick, before I add the ribbon, I'm going to turn this over and let's add our inside piece. Like I said, this is a quick and easy card. Look how easy it would be to pick like 4 different colors, 5 different colors, however many you want, and make a little packet of cards to give to a friend or neighbor. And you see, I just used, you could use your bone folder. I just used my fingernail. I creased it flat, and now it lays flat. And look at how pretty. Oh, that pumpkin pie actually looks really pretty. I have to say, every color I've picked so far, I've really been happy with. So, you know, just because it's a leaf, what I have figured out in stamping is that the sky's the limit when it comes to colors. We don't have to pick yellows, oranges, greens for leaves. You saw I did Coastal Cabana, and look how pretty that one was. Not really a color of a leaf you would probably see, but it worked, right? So I think any color will work. So I just tied that in a half knot, trimmed up our edges a little bit, and then I'm just going to put a glue dot on it. One little glue dot, and I put it down here kind of at the stem, kind of to hide that little stem, I guess you could say. But you could put it anywhere you want. And then what we're going to do is add a little bit of the basic rhinestones. Here, let's go ahead and see what it looks like colored. So let's go ahead and color. I'll try the other tip to do this coloring. And we'll just see how this looks, because we know with the Stampin' Blends, we can color these. Now this one came loose, so I'm not sure if it's got sticky on the back or not, but we'll try it. Okay, so it does, so I think we should be fine. Oh, I kind of like that colored. It looks really cool. Let's put a couple up here. So you do have the option to color those, so I kind of like how that turned out too. There you go. That's our quick and easy card for our Friday afternoon stamping. Again, I'll bring in the other colors I did. So here was the Daffodil Delight, and then our Coastal Cabana, and then this is what the inspiration came from, is using that new Basic Beige. And again, I used it with Stamped on Basic Beige, and then I layered it up with Mossy Meadow because I felt like, and I don't know if it was because I was stamping on the Basic Beige with Basic Beige, but I felt like it really had a green undertone, and I just thought it would really go well with the Mossy Meadow. Haven't tried it with another green yet. Probably will at some point here, but I was kind of sticking then to my color palette so I could decide, like, what color are they going to make in Monthly Club? I don't know. I can't decide which one I like better. So I know you can vote. You can tell me which ones you like. What color palette would you like to see if you're in the Monthly Club? And if you're not, just what color palette do you like? And maybe that'll be the one they get to pick from. Anyway, like I said, it's kind of been just a quick video popping in. This is a quick and simple, easy card to make, but I just love, love, love the layout. And thank you, Liz, for sharing that layout. It really gave me some inspiration today, so I truly appreciate it. Thanks again, guys. I hope you're having a great Friday afternoon, and I will see you again next time. Bye.